I'm still searching for the best duffel bag for carry-on travel. So far, I've shown you the REI Big Haul 40, the Patagonia Black Hole 40, and the Eagle Creek Cargo Hauler duffel. But there's one more bag I want to show you before I do some side-by-side comparisons of all these duffels. Today, I'm going to show you the Osprey Transporter 40 travel duffel bag. It has this durable, waterproof material, hideaway backpack straps, and a removable shoulder strap. Coming up. Welcome to One Bag Travels. This is a channel dedicated to helping you with one bag carry-on travel by providing backpack, gear reviews, and travel advice. If you'd like to learn more about carry-on travel, then please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's start by looking at the outside of the bag. If you remember our review of the Patagonia Black Hole duffel, this is a really similar fabric. It's this really stiff, durable 840 denier nylon, and like the Patagonia, it has this thick TPU plastic coating. The fabric is waterproof, and it has these storm flaps over the zippers, but because the zippers aren't waterproof and it doesn't have seam seals, the bag isn't 100% waterproof. And like the Patagonia, the fabric on this bag is also really stiff. I don't have anything in the bag right now, and it will more or less stand up on its own. This makes it really nice for packing the bag because the bag stands up and won't flop over when you're trying to pack it. The Osprey Transporter comes in a variety of colors. Many of them are loud, bright, and slightly obnoxious that might make you stand out a little bit as a tourist. This is the Keystone Gray color, and on the website it looks relatively subdued, but I was a little bit surprised with these really bright yellow buckles. It makes the bag a lot louder than I was expecting it to be. The other three colors that this bag comes in are way brighter than this gray. It comes in this lime, a bright red, and this really bright blue color. But if you want a more low-key option, then the bag also comes in black. One thing I've never had to worry about with Osprey products is the quality. Everything they make is super high quality and solid, and they back up all of their products with an awesome full lifetime guarantee. I've had this bag, the Osprey Farpoint 40, for about 4 years, and I've taken it all over the place, and it's still a great bag. Like the Farpoint, the Osprey Transporter uses these beefy number 10 locking YKK zippers on the main compartment with these large plastic zipper pulls, and they use a slightly smaller number 8 non-locking zipper on the end compartment. On the remaining buckles and hardware, they use a combination of a higher quality YKK buckle, and the rest of these yellow buckles are a slightly lower quality brand of TW molded hardware. One thing we need to talk about is the size of this bag. The width and length dimensions are carry-on friendly for the majority of airlines. However, the height at 10.9 inches or 27 centimeters is a little bit too big. But you have a couple things working for you in your favor. This is a pretty small, low-key bag. It doesn't look like it's too big, and it doesn't look like it won't fit. And it's a soft-sided bag. You have a fair amount of wiggle room with your ability to squish the bag down. Just make sure that before you fly, you check the dimensions of your airline and be careful not to overpack this bag so you don't have to pay extra fees. Looking at the exterior components on the Transporter, I'll go into these in more detail in a minute, but they have removable backpack straps, this removable shoulder strap, front and back carry handles, as well as these two side carry handles. It has 8 lashing loops on the front, back, and ends of the bag, as well as this large end pocket. Some of the things this duffel bag doesn't have: it doesn't have external compression straps, it doesn't come with a water bottle holder, and it doesn't have top grab carry handles. There are these 2 small buckles on the lid opening, which are more aesthetic than anything, and they don't help with compression. I reached out to the company to ask what they were for because they don't really seem like they have much of a purpose, and they told me they were basically just to help keep the lid in place. And there's no external water bottle pocket, but you can easily use one of these folded water bottles, put it in the end pocket or in the main compartment, or you can clip one to the outside on one of these lashing points. Let's have a look at the carry options. There are 3 main ways to carry the Transporter. I'll go over these in more detail in a minute, but for now, we have the backpack straps, which you can hide away in the zippered compartment, and then you have a removable shoulder strap, and these two side carry handles. Starting with the backpack straps, Osprey does a pretty good job with these. They're one of the most comfortable straps that I've tried on the travel duffel bags that I've looked at so far. They're a pretty wide, padded, curved strap with this comfortable foam padding and a mesh backing. Unlike most of the duffel bags that I've looked at so far, the straps on the Osprey also have an adjustable sternum strap, which helps bring the backpack straps closer together. However, they do lack a hip belt, which helps take the weight off the shoulders. One really nice thing about the straps is they're removable from the bottom of the pack with these two side release buckles, and then you can store them in the zippered pocket on top of the bag and keep them out of the way when you're carrying the bag in a different mode. Even though they have pretty decent backpack straps and they're a pretty comfortable way to carry the bag, this duffel doesn't have any kind of padding on the back of the backpack. There's no foam, mesh padding, or any kind of air ventilation. And because there's no padding, your back is going to be pressed right up against the plastic coating on the back of the backpack, and you really need to be careful about what you pack in the top of the duffel. If you put hard items in here, they're just going to be poking you in the back when you're carrying the bag. The transporter has front and back carry handles and these two handles on the side, but unfortunately, they don't have a top grab carry handle option. You can use the backpack straps to carry it around like a duffel bag, but the straps aren't really designed to be carried, and it doesn't really work very well. It's definitely not a very comfortable way to carry the bag. To make up for a lack of a top carry handle, Osprey includes this really nice shoulder strap in with the transporter. And if you remember our reviews on the REI Big Haul, the Black Hole duffel bag, and the Eagle Creek duffel bag, none of those come with a shoulder strap. It's about a 2-inch thick piece of nylon webbing with a comfortable thick padded foam and this mesh backing. The shoulder strap attaches to two buckles on either side of the bag and can be removed and stored inside the duffel bag when you're in backpack mode. Let's look at the interior components on the transporter. The bag opens with this long U-zip opening, and unlike a lot of other duffels, it opens lengthwise as opposed to widthwise. I originally didn't think I was going to like this style of opening very well. I tend to like them when they open away from you. I feel like it gives you really good access to your contents. But after using this bag for a while, this side zip opening, it works really well. You have great access to the inside of the bag. The inside of the duffel is kind of just your standard big open duffel bag compartment. There's no further interior separators or anything like that, but there are two internal compression straps on the bottom of the bag that help keep your items secure. There is also a large mesh zippered pocket on the inside bottom end of the bag. The location is a little bit harder to get to than some other duffels that have pockets located on the lid, but if you remember, there's no padding on the back of the lid, so this pocket here gives you a place to store your small pointy items where they're not going to be poking you in the back. Generally, travel duffel bags don't come with a laptop compartment, and this bag doesn't have one either. But the main pocket is plenty big enough that you can put one inside with a padded sleeve. The packing style on the transporter is pretty straightforward. It's kind of a narrow, longer bag, and the two standard size, medium packing cubes fit side by side in there pretty nicely. For better weight distribution, you want your heavier items to be closer to your back when you're carrying a backpack. So I would start with your packing cubes and your lighter clothed items, put them in first on the bottom of the bag. You're also going to want to pay attention to which side is going to be facing down when you're carrying the bag as a backpack. And you're going to want to pack your bigger, bulkier, lightweight items on this side of the bag. There are also two compression straps located on the inside bottom of the duffel bag. These really help to keep your clothes from shifting around inside the bag when you're carrying it around. In summary, some of the things I really like about this bag are the solid, durable materials and hardware, and Osprey backs it up with an amazing warranty. You really just can't go wrong with an Osprey product. The backpack straps are some of the most comfortable straps that I've seen on a travel duffel so far, and the shoulder strap is a great addition. It's really well padded and comfortable. I like the large capacity and the flip up top opening lid that gives you easy access to the main compartment. Some of the things that I don't like about this bag are some of the colors are a little bit loud and obnoxious. And even though I got kind of a more subdued gray color, the bright yellow buckles are a little bit brighter than I was expecting. These bright colors are great for camping or hiking, but for a travel bag, I like something a little bit more low-key. There's also no padding or ventilation on the back of the backpack. This is kind of a big oversight, and it makes the bag not very comfortable to carry for long distances. There's also a lack of a top grab carry handle, which I think on a duffel bag is a pretty important thing to have. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions about the Osprey transporter, then I'll be happy to answer them in the comments below. And if you like video reviews like this, then please consider subscribing to our channel. And thanks for watching.